hair. First and foremost, finished the hair. She's done. And then I went to the gym. And I'm gonna did a little bit of grocery shopping for dinner tomorrow. Because I feel like I'm gonna do a live tomorrow for dinner. And it's gonna be fun. I think we're gonna have a good time. Yeah. I want to make it a surprise when we make for dinner tomorrow. Just know we're gonna have a gay old time. So motherfucking excited. Happy New Year, Haran. Hey. Greetings. Yeah, it's been a minute. Love the hair colors. Thank you, Robin. Yeah, it came out really good. Usually I feel not entirely happy with a new hairstyle, like once I've like finished it, because it tends to make my face look more my face. Got a lot of discomfort surrounding my face. But this one looks really good. And the ends are teal. So it goes from pink to teal. Happy New Year, Nico. What is up? Welcome. I look different? Yeah, I would suspect so. New year, new me. Yeah, I went to Walmart and got some candy. Because I'm a child. It's, what are they? Jolly Ranchers gummies. And they're sour. Fucks heavily with sour. You still remember? Yeah, of course I remember your name. Iron, thank you. Yeah, I went to the gym. That'll change things. I could be having a terrible day, but if I get some a little bit of activity, it do change my perspective a little bit. Also candy. This is so good. You look pretty. Thank you. Yeah, I'm thinking about finally starting like skincare stuff, like going to a dermatologist and getting like actual like procedures done, like chemical peels and stuff. Because I feel like while I'm not necessarily the most vain person, I do want to kind of preserve my look as long as possible. And I think part of it is going a step beyond just like the home everyday care. And seeing a dermatologist to kind of give me a little bit of guidance how to take care of my skin as my age advances. And they might end up telling me like I don't need to do peels and stuff. The way that my skin is, that I need to do something else. And I'm absolutely open to it. But I do want to get the ball rolling on that just because, I don't know, it's part of maintenance. It's also, it brings me a level of fulfillment because I'm very much about self-improvement. Is that a Tesla? Absolutely not. Yeah, this is a Nissan Sentra. This is my husband's car. And when I drive in his car, it's usually because we only have one driveway. At my parents' house, we have two driveways. And so there's always room to park and get out. But because we only have one driveway, it can only fit two cars. And so usually my car is the first one to park, and then someone will park behind me. And it's inconvenient. It's not something that I particularly enjoy. But yeah, typically when my husband parks behind me, I'll drive his car. If my father-in-law parks behind me, then I ask him to move. Because I don't want to drive his car. Not that like it's bad or anything, but It's his car. And because me and Dig are married, it feels more like our cars. And I think my father-in-law would be okay with me driving his car, but I'd rather not. And I don't think Dig likes driving my car. And I'd rather my father-in-law not drive my car, I'll be honest. And so I'm going to offer him the same courtesy in not driving his. Because my car is big. I drive a truck. And it scares Dig. He gets scared to park and maneuver. And I understand. It can be a little intimidating. But my car is like, it's small. It's a small truck. It's a baby truck. And a lot of the people that like are into trucks, they make fun of it, to be honest. Yeah, it's considered like, you know how like college douchebags will call wine coolers bitch beer? My car is the bitch beer of trucks. It's a Honda Ridgeline. Which, like, I don't feel like it's much smaller or less capable than like a Tacoma. Depending on the gear, Tacomas are real fucking small. And so I don't quite get the animosity towards the mini truck. Especially because my truck isn't really small. It's about the same size as like an SUV, like a regular SUV, but it doesn't have the same stats as a conventional truck, and I think that's the issue. Nice hair, thank you. Astra, thank you very much. Yeah, it has like the stats of an SUV, but it has a bed like a truck. That's what it is, and it's a demi truck. Let's say that instead of a mini truck, demi truck. But yeah, I'm on my way home, and I think we're going to go for a walk because it's still a little bit light outside. It's going to be dark by the time we get back to the house. However, I really want to go for a walk. You're so African? Am I? Thank you. Never really noticed that. Yeah, usually people, when they ask me if I'm from somewhere else, it's usually Europe that people will ask me where I'm from because of the words that I use. It's not, I don't think entirely to do with the way that I look so much as it is the way that I speak. I use big words. And I don't use like a ton of big words. It's not like people can't follow what I'm saying. But I do sometimes use words that are a bit antiquated for some people. I remember in high school, I skate. I rollerblade a whole lot. More than I used to. I used to rollerblade like everywhere. And I used to be real good at it. Love my new look. Thank you. And I rollerbladed to school because I missed the bus one day. And so I popped them bitches on and skated to school because it's not that far. And I felt like I was going to be late if I tried to walk. And I'm not running. Like, this was a time where I fucking hated running. I was in track and I hated that shit. I love running now, but back then, absolutely not. And so I put my skates on and I skate to the school. And while I'm skating there, there's like this, somebody got in an accident and there's a bunch of debris on the like, not the sidewalk, but like in between, like when you're crossing the street, in between the sidewalks, there was a bunch of debris and I tripped over it and fell and scraped the side of my face. And it was pretty bad. I was bleeding, like kind of a lot, and I was crying, and I still skated to school with a bloody ass face. I think somebody picked me up. I think I kept skating, and then someone saw and turned around and picked me up and took me to school. I want to say that happened. But yeah, I remember that day, because I had a Band-Aid on my face, but you could still see the scrapes. I told this girl that I was skating and I fell over debris. And she's like, what? And this was in English class. I was like, oh, I was skating to school and I tripped and fell over some crap on the ground because I had to dumb it down for her. And I remember the English teacher saying, No, don't dumb it down. Say debris. I was like, she didn't understand what I'm saying. And the point of having a conversation, the point of using words is to convey how you're feeling or your experience. And so if I'm not able to convey my experience, I don't want to talk over people's heads. That's just the way that I talk, but I am able to change my vocabulary, my vernacular to kind of conform to the person that I'm speaking to. I think that's an okay compromise. You speak very well, intelligently. Thank you. Drive safe. Pay attention to the roads. Oh, of course, of course. Yeah. Last, not last, well, last year, the last, no, one before last, the live that I did, I actually got in an accident. Not during the live, because I'm actually a really good driver. I got in a hit and run, and dude just like scraped along the side of my car. Like the front of his car hit the side of my car. That's how you know like he was in the wrong, because that means that like he saw me to a degree, even if like he missed most of me, he saw some of me, because the front of his car hit the side of my car, and I was already in the lane. And so I tried to stop him. I honked at him, and he didn't do anything. He kept fucking going, and I was like, that's wild, that's crazy, okay, bet. And so I followed him for a little bit so I could get a picture of his license plate. And I'm calling him because I'm assuming it's a dude because it's a work truck, but you know what, I actually don't know. So I'm pretty sure I saw him for a second. I'm pretty sure it was a dude, but got a picture of his license plate and pulled over and did a live to talk to y'all, because it was wild. After I've never been in a hit and run. I've never been hit by somebody, because I'm a really good driver and I drive for my job, and so it was definitely startling. It was definitely a shock. And I did have a little bit of the PTSD. I did have a dream that I like woke up from, like it was pretty bad. But yeah, we are home and safe and sound. So let's do this walk right quick, and I'll come back through, and because I don't really have anything that's going to spoil in here over like the course of like 30 minutes, even an hour, because it's kind of cold out here. Like in the south, it can get pretty hot, but we're in the middle of a cold ass front. Yeah, it's cold front time. So let's go for a walkie walk, y'all. What do I do for work? I do disaster. You would think that like disaster relief. Well, why do you drive so much for disaster relief? Well, when I go to a town, city, state where there's been a disaster, typically it's in a rural area, and I have to do inspections. So I have to drive from house to house and look at people's houses, and it entails a lot of driving. They expect me to do anywhere between 4 to 8 inspections a day. I mean, they actually only really expect 4. They ask me to do 4, but I typically will get like 8 or 6 or 8 done a day. Did I lag? Yeah, let me see what's going on here. Yeah, my Wi-Fi is on. So my Wi-Fi has been on, which is an issue that I've run into in the past, where like, because I'm still kind of close to home, it's probably still trying to connect to the Wi-Fi, but you're also lagging in looks. Oh, well, thank you. Tell me how you really feel. Hey, Nico, can you tell me like, is the lag still, is it still lagging? Is it still bad? But yeah, what I do for work is disaster relief. And so I go to people's houses after they've been in a disaster, You and me are gonna have a problem. All right, Jake, from State Farm. Yeah, no, I mean, you're fine here. Um, I don't appreciate being called laggy in looks, but if that's how you feel, oh, it's not bad now. Good, good, good. So yeah, I go to people's houses and do inspections based on whatever disaster they've been through. So in California, they have a lot of fires. In Michigan, they have a lot of flooding. In Tennessee, they also have a lot of flooding. Georgia is usually like the coast where they'll get hit by tornadoes and hurricanes. And usually when there's a hurricane, there's also a tornado. That's like a thing that's real bad in Georgia and North and South Carolina. And where else? I've been to Louisiana, of course, for hurricanes. Florida, hurricanes again. I haven't been to Puerto Rico yet. I would like to go. I didn't get to go to Hawaii when the fires were out there. That would have been really nice. Like, making the best out of a pretty horrible situation. You can stop talking out your ass now? What do you mean? I'm talking about my job. But yeah, I do actually like my job quite a bit because I get to help people, and it may sound like I'm talking out my ass, but it's like kind of addictive. And it's not something that I thought would be something that I actually like genuinely love. But I do. I like helping people, and I love the feeling of when you're talking to somebody who has been through a traumatic event and they have that first moment where they realize they're going to be okay, that somebody's here to help, and that the process has started and the wheels are in spin and it's going to get better. I fucking love doing that for any person that I meet, but especially in my job. Just because going through a natural disaster, it's a type of fear, a type of trauma that is really hard to explain, to express if you haven't been through it. You just can't. It's impossible. And it's, I don't know. It's heartbreaking to see the damage and see like the destruction and realize like this is someone's life. These are people's lives that is strewn just across the landscape. It almost feels like you're in the middle of an apocalypse. And to a lot of people it is. It's literally the end of their world. And it's kind of my job to build them back up. And I very much take my job very fucking seriously, because it's not just about the physically building back all your things, your home, your stuff. Like, it's just stuff at the end of the day. I do like to also kind of build people back up, mentally speaking. I love doing it. Yeah, it's really nice. Because what my job is literally, we try to get people back to where they were before the disaster. And I think getting your stuff back is nice, of course, but building yourself up again, I feel like there's no substitute for that. Like, all the stuff in the world isn't going to make you feel whole. And while I might not be able to do that either for somebody, at least trying, at least giving them like a little bit of hope, like a little fucking piece, a little crumb of the bricks that they need to rebuild themselves. I am happy to provide that for anybody and just anyone that's going through some shit. Jake, are we bothering Nico out here? Because Nico is really young, and I don't know how old you are, but it would be nice if you could act like an adult, because I don't want to have to put you on timeout. That's how we treat kids, and we got an 11-year-old here. And you have to be on timeout with an 11-year-old chilling, like wild. You heard me fart? I mean, I do be farting. I'm a human being. But I typically say excuse me when that happens. Yeah, you'll probably know. Like, I won't announce that it happened, but I'll say excuse me. Y'all, the moon is out. There she is. Okay, let's see what time it is. 5:47. So, yeah, we're good. We're good. Sounds like a troll trying to sing. I don't really think of myself as a troll, and no one's really called me one yet. That's a new one. So, thanks. Yeah, we've gotten alien, we've gotten vampire, we've gotten robot, witch, and then Calypso. I feel like Calypso and witch are like, they're a little synonymous, like where Calypso is a witch, but like Calypso in particular from like Pirates of the Caribbean, I take that deeply as a compliment. I look like a fantasy troll with pink hair trying to sing. Thank you. Who else? I haven't gotten to Kasha yet, which is interesting. Storm from X-Men. I've cosplayed Jade Cargill. In fact, like, because I went to the gym earlier, I do have a video that I need to put up. It's gonna be a short. Just because it's the first time I've gone to the gym in a minute, and I gained a whole bunch of weight over the Christmas break. Calypso? You don't know who Calypso is? Do you not know anything about like Greek mythology? She's like a sea witch. She's a character in the Odyssey, where the dudes are like trying to get back home, and they like her and her harem of girls distract them for like 10 years. And they literally spend just 10 years fucking around before Odysseus decides like, oh yeah, we need to keep going. You don't have any specials going? Tired. Yeah, Jake, I apologize from the bottom of my heart. I really do, but I don't know for a fit. Yeah, I put Jake on timeout. Hi Matthew, thank you for liking my hair. Yeah, it took me a second to get it done, but I am happy with it. It's really long. Like the last time. Probably longer than last time. Yeah, Jake was not necessarily the most receptive of conversationalists. Definitely not fun to talk to. Where am I at? I'm in my neighborhood taking a walk. Though Nico, I do appreciate you humoring him. and showing some more maturity, like a lot more maturity. Because I'm guessing like Jake might be anywhere between 17 and 64. Like, to be honest, because we get some older people here that are wild, just very annoying. My hands are so cold. Hi from Russia. Greetings. Welcome to the show. And we're going for a little walkie walk. And I really hate being on the wrong side of the road because you're supposed to walk against traffic. But I wanted to get around these people back here. So we're gonna cross back. Because it actually like causes me a fair amount of distress to be on the wrong side of the road. And like to see people not following the rules. I hate when people don't fucking follow the rules. Yeah, he was rude. Jake was rude. And like not rude in like a fun way. Which is like always disappointing. Please don't ban me. I'm not gonna ban you. You're good. Yeah, you're good. Like even if you started saying weird stuff, it would take a minute for me to ban you. Because you would need to like double and triple and quadruple down before I would be like, what's going on? Are you okay? You have something you want to talk about? I think even then, I'd just be like, all right, I'm going to put you on timeout for this live, but like, you're welcome to come back. Because maybe you're just having a bad day. Because everybody be having bad days. That's okay. Jake might be having a bad day today. He comes back tomorrow and, he's chill. And that's okay. But also, yeah, this year I want to work on my legs. I want to work on my legs. So today was a leg day, and my legs feel a bit weak. Gonna be honest, I'm not feeling 100%. Not like they hurt, or like my knee, because the issue is my knee. I have a problem with my right knee, and that's not flared up. But I did do a lot of squats, and the weight was low, but it was high enough to make my legs feel like a little like Jello. Yeah, I think if he comes back still in the bullshit, we'll probably ban him. It'll be like an on-site thing rather than like, hey, are you on better behavior today? You can stick around if you're not an asshole. I like Jello. Me too. Who the fuck too? What's your favorite flavor? I kind of like making Jello and then freezing it and eating it like ice cream. That shit goes hard because it's not the same as eating like a sorbet. Because the way that Jello is, when it's frozen, it's like almost a little bit creamy. I'm your favorite Jello flavor. Well, thank you. Yeah, I think I like peach. I get these like peach Jello things from the Asian market, and I freeze them, and they have little pieces of peach in there. Dish. The orange is really good too. Cherry and lime, like mixed together. Not mixed together, but like together. Like make a cherry limeade situation. I fucking love cherry and lime. Ooh, there's bats out. It's the bat. Where am I from? No creep shit. I am from New York originally, but I live in the South. I don't say what state, because there are creeps. Even though you're not one, definitely there are out there. And so I figure eventually it's gonna come out. But as long as I can keep it close to the vest, I'm gonna try to do that. Where am I going? I'm going back home. You've never been with me on a walk? Holy shit. Nico, you've never been on a walk before. Yeah, so when I'm at home and I do a walk, I just do like a circuit where I go around and come back to my neighborhood. But we do go on walks on trails and stuff. It's just when it gets cold, I'm kind of allergic to cold. I kind of fucking hate the cold. And so I don't end up on trails as often during the colder months. But yeah, I have a waterfall that I go to often, and the waterfall is nice. It's so nice. And I'm really excited for you to see it because it's beautiful. There's another one that's near the waterfall. I mean, it's kind of the same trail as the waterfall, but it's like along the river that the waterfall ends at. That one's really nice, but it can be a little confusing and scary. And I have a live where I actually have like a titty pop out, unfortunately. Like I have a nip slip and I had to go back and edit it. And then I had just a hard time finding the path back. It was a problem. And I was struggling, I was all scraped up. Do I know the Titanic? Of course. Like the movie. Can it pop out again? I mean, I was wearing this. Was I wearing this? No, I was wearing a green one of these. It was a bodysuit. And so I had my keys like tied to the zipper thing, and it pulled the zipper down. In real life. Yeah. That shit happened for real. And it was crazy because it popped open and I thought like it just popped open and like nothing was showing, but definitely something was showing. No one said anything. Like literally nobody. And there was a few people there and like people that are often on my channel. No one said, hey, there's a problem here, because I didn't see it. I just realized when it zipped all the way down, and I zipped it up real quick, but not quick enough. Oh, in real life, Titanic. Yeah, I know about it. With like the Titan submersible. That shit was wild. I mean, it's still wild. It remains wild. Like the insane lack of oversight and regulation. And probably that incident set back submersibles and people within that community. It's probably set them back 100 or so years, I would say. Where there's probably going to be a lot of investors not interested in investing in submersible expeditions, even ones that are not commercial. I could definitely see that being an issue, where it becomes like radioactive and no one wants to touch it. It's like hot potato. What's up, gang? Nothing much. Going for a walk. Yeah, it was super duper sad. Especially the kid who's 19 and he's super duper afraid. He didn't even want to fucking be on there. But his dad wanted him to go. And that's just fucking sad. And even for the dude, what is his name? I think it was an S. Is it an S? The dude that like set it up. Even though he's kind of a piece of shit, he kind of is like so full of himself, so narcissistic, that he couldn't take any criticism. And the criticism was what would save lives. He decided to put other people's lives along with his life in danger, even though he's kind of a piece of shit. He didn't deserve to die. Though, I do believe that, like, if you've killed people, you dying in the process is justice. Yeah, I know you're talking about the ship, the Titanic. The Titan submersible was what they built that to go look at the Titanic. You need some advice? What kind of advice do you need, Captain? Yeah, that's why I was talking about it. It's crazy that it was called Ocean Gate, because that's what we call, we'll dub like an incident or a scandal, like Watergate was a scandal, Gamergate, scandal. Ocean Gate would be called Ocean Gate, but it's already called Ocean Gate. So you don't know if you're talking about the scandal or if you're talking about the actual company. I'm gonna go around these people. I'm gonna go around. Happy New Year. How are you? I'm doing all right. How about you? Ooh, it's 11 a.m. or p.m. It's about bedtime for you, Nico. It's late. Though, are you still on break? Because I remember, because my birthday is on the 9th, and I would get my birthday off, like into high school. And in elementary school, I wouldn't get my birthday off, but I think they kind of changed the weeks that they let us get off school. And so yeah, I would get my birthday off pretty often, later in school. January 9th, yeah. And my birthday is actually 1990, and my date is also 1990, and the year is 1990. And so whenever someone asks me my birthday, I just put in 1990, and then they're like, what do you mean? That's the year, right? I'm like, yeah, it's the year and the date. Oh, it's your cousin's birthday? Wow. Capricorn, gang gang. Yeah, it's starting to get dark, for real. What time is it? Probably 6? Yeah, 6:04. Happy early birthday. Thank you. Thank you, Herb. Always appreciate it. I'll probably do a live on my birthday. I don't know what day it is, but we'll do one, even if it's a short one. What is my purpose? That's a really good question. Even if it's a troll question, that's a fucking good question. I think in life, I would like to be a source of not so much like knowledge or like strictly enlightenment, but like enrichment. I would like for every person that I interact with, that I encounter in my daily life, to be enriched by the experience of being around me. And so that could mean that I give them a nugget of information that's really helpful. It could mean that I made them just feel really nice. I just always want to be a source of growth to whoever I encounter. You walked into a shop and they told you, they told me you were live. What do you mean? They told you, like at the shop, or like on YouTube it just said that I was live? Either way, I'm glad you're here, and I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, the break was really rough, but I'm doing a lot better now, and there might be some hard times coming because I have an uncle who is probably on his way out. He's been suffering for a minute, and it seems like now we're heading towards the end, and that's always really stressful. And it's a lot of stress for my mom. My mom is very close with her sister, and she's probably going to go back up to New York to see her, to be support for her. And so I want to be support for both of them. And that's always, it causes you to expend some emotional currency, some energy. It can be a little exhausting. You forgot charity, Sugar Dumpling? I feel like, yeah, I could do charity, but it doesn't feel as, I don't think it encapsulates all that I would like to do as far as enrichment. Because like, giving someone money can enrich their lives, but it could also kind of hurt them. And so I don't necessarily consider like all of charity enrichment. I mean, making food and giving out food to people, I think that's enriching. Providing like donations and stuff of like things, necessities that someone might need, I would consider that enriching, but it also could make them a target. And so I more want to lean towards things are not tangible, is what I'm trying to say. Crystal says hi. Hi, Crystal. What's up? Are you asking if I'm in New York City? Because I'm not. I live in the south of the United States. My whole family is from New York though. My mom is from Buffalo. And so when she goes up to see my sister, she's gonna be going to Buffalo. Yup. Yeah, if this was New York, it's not this warm in New York at the moment. It's probably snowing. It's probably horrible in New York right now. Because the temperature out here right now is probably around 50 to the high 40s. I would say high 40s might be around what temperature it is right now. And so my hands are cold. It's not comfortable. But I would be suffering. I would be struggling. You can see my nose is a little red. If I was in New York, I could not be out here like this in New York. Yeah, it's cold as balls. Super duper cold. And I'm really glad that I don't live there anymore because I cannot stand the cold. And while snow is nice, it's not like the first of a snow is nice. The last of a snow, not so much. Like when it turns into slush, it's fucking gross. Excuse me. You have a jacket on? Yeah, it's like a hoodie. It's really dark. There's no lights up here. But yeah, I have a hoodie on. But it's like a zip up. It'll get lighter when I get to my neighborhood because we have street lights. But the street lights here are really far apart. And back here, the last street light is like almost at the stoplight. Midwest people laughing we're cold? Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. Absolutely. Yeah, when someone says I'm bitch made for like being out in 40-degree weather and being cold as balls, I do not care. I do not mind. Because I'd much rather just be warm. And the part of me that hates the cold, that's suffering when I'm in the cold, also makes me very well acclimated to being in the heat. And so, like on a day where it's like 90 plus or like 100 degrees, I'm not like chilling, I'm not like fine, but I'm a lot better situated than a person that's not used to that kind of weather. Am I getting my exercise today? Absolutely yes. I went to the gym too, but we're also doing a walk because my legs were not feeling great after today was a leg day. What is my husband's name? His name is Dig. It's short for Diglett. And I think tomorrow we're gonna make something good. We're gonna make something fun. Y'all, I fell. I tripped over a sign thing. I didn't even notice it. My first fall on stream. Look at the culprit. Can you see it? You can't even see it that well. Ugh. There we go. It's this thing. I tripped over that. Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, I think it's a combination of me doing the stream, but also it being dark. It's like, it was really hard to see. But I'm a pretty spry individual, despite my age. You got that effect on people? Yeah, I'm A-okay. And I also have my knee brace on. Oh, we can eat your husband? He feed quite a few of y'all. He's a big boy. Well, Happy New Year to you too. TWC. And welcome. Their house is so pretty. This is that wins like the best white lights every year. You're married? Yeah, I am. I've been married for 8 years. And people still say wild stuff, which like actually isn't like really all that, I don't know, distressing. It doesn't bother me. Like when you say like gross stuff, like stuff that like YouTube is like would ban me for, that's a problem. But like beyond gooing, you misled me? Well, I'm so sorry, baby. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm quite married. And it's not something that I hide. And Dig isn't particularly, I mean, he'll be jealous of somebody that like, if I was involved with somebody, but he doesn't really get jealous of people that admire me because he gets it. It's understandable. It's when I'm reciprocating that interest to other people that it becomes a problem for him. I'm quite okay, even though I fell down. It's so dark. I told you it was gonna be lighter, but it didn't get much lighter. It sounds like I'm married to a Caucasian. I am not. Does it sound like that because I sound like this? Because I understand. I get that a lot. Hey, artist! I'm about to end the live because I'm about to be home, but I'm glad that you are here. Yeah, Dig is black. Just like me. He's a little darker than me. Like I would say like maybe 2-3 shades darker. He's a little darker than my brother. Or maybe like they're the same. Either way, he's also black. If you say so, yeah. I mean, I can't show you who he is because he doesn't like being on stream. He likes to be extraordinarily private. Like, I remember when the new administration started, he's like, I'm gonna just get off Facebook. And so he don't even do Facebook. He doesn't want people to know him. Which, like, I understand. Because there's a lot of people out there who have, because he's been on the news before, when they become a public figure, they are set to a higher standard. And people have lost their jobs over shit, like just saying one thing that was not in accordance or agreement with somebody who is of power, pissing off the wrong people. You could end up with no job. So I get it. You're from Harlem, born and raised? Beautiful. Yeah, I was born in Yonkers, but I wasn't raised there at all. Like, my mom just happened to be in that area. She actually was living in White Plains at the time, but she's from Buffalo. Yeah, it's super quiet. And we actually have a lot of deer out here. I haven't seen any in a minute. But it's not that cold. They should definitely be out. But there's not a lot of food either. Slenderman is in the background. Listen, do not play like that. Let's see, did we get any mail? Nope. Okay. Let me get like somewhere where I actually have light. So at my house, like it's over here, but I want y'all to be able to see me. Oh, when I say goodbye. Yeah, no, I'm definitely safe. Yeah, I'm almost home. Like, literally, I am home, but, like, I'm not in the house. So, I wanted to say thank you for joining me on my walk. I'm feeling a lot better. I was feeling some type of way when I first woke up. But going to the gym always makes me feel better. And getting exercise, getting my blood flowing a little bit, always makes me feel better. And so, find that thing that gets your blood flowing. It doesn't even need to be exercise necessarily. But find the thing that makes you feel better. And do it as much as practical. Because you don't want it to lose its effect. Because sometimes when you like overdo stuff, it's like, well, it's no longer all that helpful. But find that thing and do that thing. And do it to the best of your ability. Become the expert. And chill the fuck out. Sean, thank you. You keep up the good work as well. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I have to pick up a whole bunch of stuff, so I'm going to end the stream. But thank you for joining me. And y'all take care. Deuces.